Life has a way of placing you at crossroads. Picture yourself standing in front of two great doors. One carved with gold, shining with promises of comfort. The other plain, almost invisible, yet humming with unseen destiny. Your heart pounds, your breath catches. And you know, whatever door you choose, it will change everything. This is where so many of us hesitate. We analyze, we overthink, we drown in the noise of what if. We ask everyone else for advice, but forget the one who whispers in silence. We scroll, we distract, we numb ourselves, hoping clarity will magically appear. But clarity does not come from chaos. It comes from stillness, from prayer, from listening. How many times have you faced decisions that left you restless at night? Should I stay in this relationship or walk away? Should I take this job or wait for another? Should I speak my truth or stay silent to keep the peace? These are not small questions. They carry weight. And sometimes that weight can feel unbearable. But listen, this is exactly why you must pray before you move, because not every open door is meant for you. Not every opportunity is a blessing. Some are traps dressed in glitter. Not every voice around you has your best interest at heart. Fear wants to push you into haste. Doubt wants to paralyze you into inaction. Lies want to convince you that you are unworthy of making the right choice. But you are not weak. You are not confused. You are not lost. You are capable. You are guided. You are not alone. Imagine this. You close your eyes, silence the noise, and place your decision before God, not in panic, but in surrender. You whisper, "Not my will, but yours." And suddenly, the fog begins to lift. The pressure in your chest softens. The path, while not fully visible, begins to shine just enough for your next step. That's the power of prayer before a decision. It doesn't always give you the full map, but it gives you the compass. The enemy of your destiny is not the decision itself. It is fear. Fear of failing. Fear of choosing wrong. Fear of judgment. And fear, left unchecked, becomes the cage that keeps you from walking into your calling. But prayer breaks fear. Prayer dismantles the lies. Prayer replaces confusion with conviction. So when you stand at that crossroads, don't rush, don't panic, don't let pressure push you where peace hasn't confirmed. Instead, pause, breathe, pray, ask for wisdom beyond your own understanding. Ask for eyes that see truth and ears that recognize deception. Ask for courage to step boldly even if the path is uncertain. You can, you will, you must. Because every great destiny was born not in noise, but in moments of quiet surrender. Hear me, you are not a mistake maker. You are a pathfinder. You are not a victim of choices. You are a creator of destiny. You are more powerful than you've been told. And right now, in this very moment, the breakthrough you're seeking begins not with action, but with prayer. So here's the shift. Don't pray after the decision is made. Don't wait until regret chokes you. Pray before. Let prayer be your first move, not your last resort. And when you do, expect clarity. Expect peace. Expect strength to rise within you like fire, because when you align your heart with God, before stepping forward, you cannot lose. Now it's your turn. Stand at your crossroads. Place your decision before Him. Speak it out loud, and declare this: I will not move without peace. I will not choose without clarity. I will not live without alignment. Your next chapter depends on it. Your destiny is waiting. Pray before you decide, and watch the doors open that no one can shut. Close your eyes for a moment and feel the weight you've been carrying. All those ifs. All those silent battles no one else sees. The times you smiled on the outside, but were drowning inside, because the choice before you felt too heavy, too complicated, too uncertain. But listen closely, This isn't the end of your story. This is the threshold of transformation. Decisions are not just about direction. They are about identity. Every said questions you make whispers something about who you believe you are. And that's why fear fights so hard to keep you stuck. It knows if you ever discover who you truly are, you will be unstoppable. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a cliff. Behind you, all the things you've outgrown. Ahead, a vast horizon that looks terrifying but beautiful. Fear says, stay back. It's safer where you are. But destiny says, jump. The wings you've prayed for will only appear in the air. And here is the truth most people never face. Indecision is still a decision. Silence is still an answer. Delaying your choice is choosing to stay bound. You deserve more than that. You deserve to walk in clarity, in peace, in alignment. So what if tonight, instead of spiraling in anxiety, you laid it all down in prayer? What if you whispered your fears, your desires, your confusion, and trusted that clarity is already on its way? What if you believed that you are being guided, step by step, into a future designed with you in mind? You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time. You are capable. You are chosen. You are ready. And I know you may doubt that. I know you may feel small, unworthy, or unsure. But hear this. Destiny doesn't wait for the perfect version of you. Destiny waits for the surrendered version of you. The one who says, I may not have all the answers, but I will move in faith. When you pray before your decision, something shifts. You begin to walk differently. You stop chasing validation and start seeking truth. You stop fearing failure and start embracing growth. You stop asking, what if I'm wrong? And start declaring, what if this is the moment everything changes? So here is your invitation. Stop living in hesitation. Stop replaying every worst case scenario. Stop letting fear dictate your future. Tonight, before you decide, pray. Ask for wisdom, for courage, for alignment. Ask for doors to close that would destroy you, and for doors to open that would grow you. And then, walk forward, even if it's one trembling step at a time. Because the most dangerous prayer is also the most powerful. Guide me where I need to go, even if it's not where I planned. You can. You will. You must. Your clarity is waiting. Your future is waiting. Your moment is now. Then listen, because this moment is sacred. This is where words are no longer just sounds. They become keys. Keys that unlock clarity. Keys that unlock peace. Keys that unlock the courage you've been waiting for. Take a slow breath in. Release it. Let your heart lean in. And pray with me now, not as repetition, but as declaration. God, I stand at a crossroads. My heart is heavy with choices I cannot make alone. The world is loud, my fears are louder, but I know your voice is the one that brings peace. So I surrender. Not my will, but yours. Not my fear, but your faithfulness. Not my confusion, but your clarity. If the path ahead will harm me, close the door. If the path will grow me, even if it scares me, open it wide. Give me eyes to see through deception. Give me ears to hear the quiet truth beneath the noise. Give me courage to step even when the ground looks uncertain. I trust you more than I trust my fear. I believe you more than I believe the lies. I choose your way, even if it costs me comfort, because I know it will lead me to destiny. Align my heart, guide my steps, and lead me into the life you've already written for me. And until I know, I will wait in peace, not panic. Until I see, I will trust in silence, not despair. I am guided, I am covered. I am not alone. Let those words sink deep. This is not just a prayer, it is a shift. From chaos to calm, from confusion to clarity, from fear to faith. And hear me now. When you pray like this, don't rush to force the answer. Sometimes the answer comes as a sudden knowing, sometimes as a deep peace that settles in your spirit, sometimes as a door that slams shut in your face, painful but protective, and sometimes as a door that creaks open so quietly you realize it was waiting for you all along. But always, always, the answer will come. So the next time you face a decision, remember, you are not deciding alone. Heaven bends to listen when you pray. Wisdom is released. Peace is poured out. Strength rises within you. You are capable. You are chosen. You are guided, and now you are ready. Pray first, decide second. That is how you win every time. Then picture this, you, standing in the middle of your life like a battlefield. Around you, the voices of fear, doubt, pressure, expectation, they scream at you, tugging your arms in opposite directions. One says, play it safe. Another says, don't risk it. Another whispers, you're not enough. And for too long, you've believed them. For too long, you've let fear write your story. But here's the truth. It's not the loudest voice that deserves your attention. It's the truest one. And truth often speaks in whispers. Truth waits in silence. Truth is revealed when you pray before you move. Feel this in your chesty. You are not weak. You are not stuck. You are not lost. You are at the edge of transformation. And every decision you face is not meant to break you. It's meant to build you. You can. You will. You must. Say it with me. You can. You will. You must. Because the greatest enemy you face is not failure. It's not rejection. It's not even making the wrong choice. The greatest enemy is letting fear freeze you into making no choice at all. But when you pray before you decide, fear loses its grip, lies lose their power, confusion loses its weight, and suddenly, you remember who you are. You are a child of destiny. You are capable of clarity. You are strong enough to walk through any door God places before you. So rise, lift your head, breathe ye deep. Stand at your crossroads not with trembling but with trust. Pray. Declare, then move forward with boldness, because you are not just choosing a path, you are choosing a life, not just a decision. You are shaping your destiny, and the world does not need a half version of you, wavering and afraid. The world needs the full you, awake, alive, aligned. So hear me one last time. Do not rush without prayer. Do not move without peace. Do not choose without clarity. Pray before you decide, and when before you decide, you won't just make a decision, you'll make history. Now breathe. Reflect. And when you're ready, declare in the comments, in your journal, in your heart, I will not move without peace. I will not live without alignment. I choose destiny over fear. This is your moment. This is your awakening, and the next choice you make could be the one that changes everything. And maybe right now, as you hear these words, you feel that stirring inside, the one that says, this is for me. Maybe you've been carrying a decision like a stone in your chest, weighing you down every day, stealing your sleep at night. Maybe you've been asking everyone else, but deep down you know no human voice can give you the certainty your soul is aching for. That's why you're here. That's why you're listening. Because this isn't random. This is divine timing. This is your reminder that before you take the leap, before you sign the papers, before you say yes or no, you pause and you pray. Picture this you in a quiet room, no distractions, just you and your decision laid bare before heaven. The noise fades, the opinions disappear, and in that stillness something begins to happen. Peace enters like a gentle flood. The strength begins to rise. And suddenly, the weight you've been carrying doesn't crush you anymore. It lifts. That's the shift. That's the power. That's the miracle that happens when you dare to bring your decision into the light of prayer. And don't forget, your enemy wants you impulsive. Your enemy wants you rushed, pressured, panicked, pushed into choices you'll regret. But wisdom waits. Peace waits. Clarity waits. And when you choose to wait with God, you never wait in vain. So hear me. You are not weak. You are not behind. You are not overlooked. You are exactly where you need to be. You can. You will. You must. This decision will not destroy you. It will define you. This crossroads is not a trap. It's an invitation. An invitation to step into a new chapter. An invitation to align with your destiny. An invitation to prove to yourself, once and for all, that you are not just surviving. You are choosing, you are creating, you are rising. So pause now. Breathe. Whisper your prayer. And then, step forward with fire in your veins and peace in your chest. Because the moment you choose with clarity, the moment you choose with alignment, the whole atmosphere of your life begins to shift. Doors open. Chains break. The right people appear. The wrong ones fade. And suddenly, what once felt impossible begins to feel inevitable. This is not just about a choice. It's about awakening. This is not just about today. It's about your destiny. And destiny is waiting for your yes. So I ask you now, are you ready to pray before you decide? Because if you are, your future will never be the same. Then rise with me in this moment, because this is not just a message, it's a summons. A call to arms for your soul. See it. You standing at the edge of your tomorrow. The battlefield behind you is littered with all the times you doubted, all the times you delayed, all the times you let fear make the choice for you. But in front of you, the horizon glows, the air is charged. The future is waiting, watching, holding its breath for what you will do next. This, right here, is holy ground. Do not shrink back. Do not let the enemy of fear steal this from you. Do not hand over your destiny to the lies that say, "You're not ready. You're not worthy. You'll get it wrong." Lies, every one of them. You are worthy. You are chosen. And this is the moment you rise. Say it out loud. I will not bow to fear. I will not be rushed by pressure. I will not be chained by doubt. Say it again until your chest burns with fire. I will wait for peace. I will pray before I move. I will walk in alignment with destiny. Do you feel it? The shift? The strength? The clarity? That is not just emotion. That is power awakening inside you. That is heaven answering your prayer in real time. That is your future beginning to rearrange itself around your yes. And so, here is the charge. Pray before you decide. Because your decisions are the seeds of your destiny. Because your choices are not just about you. They ripple into generations. Because one prayer can change not just your next step, but your entire life. You can. You will. You must. And when you do, the story of your life will not be one of hesitation. It will be one of transformation. So declare it now, with boldness, with conviction, with fire. This is my time. This is my decision. This is my destiny, and I will not move without prayer. And when you rise from this moment, rise differently. Rise with clarity. Rise with peace. Rise with power. Because your next chapter begins now. Then hear me, because this is the lightning strike, the heartbeat version. The one you carry in your chest when you need courage fast. Picture this. You're standing at a crossroads, two doors, two futures. Fear is screaming in your ear, what if you fail? What if you choose wrong? But listen, fear is a liar. Confusion is a thief. And doubt is the enemy of your destiny. So what do? You pause. You breathe. You pray. Because not every open door is meant for you. Not every voice deserves your trust. Not every glittering opportunity is gold. Say it out loud. I will not move without peace. I will not choose without prayer. I will not let fear write my story. This is your time. This is your moment. Your next decision isn't just about today. It's about destiny. And when you pray before you decide, heaven aligns, doors open and clarity falls like fire. You can, you will, you must. Now, go. Pray first, then step into the life waiting for you. The air feels heavy before every big decision, doesn't it? Like the whole world holds its breath, waiting to see what you'll choose. And maybe you've felt that tension deep in your bones. The pressure, the uncertainty, the fear of getting it wrong. You stare at the options, you weigh the outcomes, and you wonder if you're about to walk into destiny or disaster. But here's the truth you've been needing to hear. Clarity doesn't come from panic. Wisdom doesn't come from rushing. Peace doesn't come from the noise around you. They come from prayer. The kind of prayer that stills your heart and anchors your soul. The kind of prayer that opens your eyes and sharpens your spirit. The kind of prayer that turns confusion into conviction. You've been told to follow your gut, to trust your instincts, to listen to your heart. But let's be real. Sometimes your gut is full of fear. Sometimes your instincts are shaped by past wounds, and sometimes your heart is clouded by desire. That's why you pray, because prayer pierces through illusion. Prayer strips away deception. Prayer reveals the truth that no one else can see. And right now, I want you to imagine yourself at that very crossroads again. The door's in front of you, your heartbeat pounding, your mind racing, and instead of letting fear shove you forward, you stop. You bow your head, you close your eyes, and you say, God, guide me, lead me, align me. Feel the difference. The storm inside you starts to calm. The weight on your shoulders begins to lift. The voices of doubt grow quiet. And in their place, a steady, unmistakable peace. That peace is the sign. That peace is the answer. That peace is what tells you, yes, step forward, or no, wait a little longer. And don't miss this. The enemy wants to keep you from this very moment. Because if he can keep you distracted, you'll rush into traps. If he can keep you panicked, you'll settle for less. If he can keep you doubting, you'll never move at all. But you are stronger than that. You are wiser than that. You are chosen for more than that. Say it with me. I am capable. I am guided. I am not alone. I am not afraid. Every time you face a big decision, remember this truth: you are not choosing alone. Heaven is with you. Wisdom is available. Clarity is waiting. But you must ask. You must pray. This is your turning point. This is your awakening. This is the moment you rise and declare, I will not move without peace. I will not choose without prayer. I will not live without alignment. And when you live like that, every choice becomes more than a step forward. It becomes a step into destiny. Now take a breath. Lift your head. Pray before you decide. Because your future is too important to gamble, and your destiny is too powerful to be left to chance. The next door you walk through could change everything. So let the words sink in. Your life is not random. Your decisions are not small. And the moment you're standing in right now is not ordinary. Every choice is a seed, and seeds don't just disappear into the dirt. They grow, they bear fruit, they multiply into your future. That's why you can't afford to toss them carelessly. Think back for a second. How many times did you rush a decision because you felt pressured, only to regret it later? How many times did you say yes when your spirit was screaming no? How many times did you walk through a door because it looked good, only to find out it was hollow inside? You've been there. You've felt that sting. And you don't want to go back. This is different. This is the moment you stop reacting and start aligning. You don't have to chase clarity anymore. It comes when you're still enough to pray. And when you pray, you're not begging in desperations. You're standing in authority, asking for guidance that was promised to you all along. Picture yourself rising in the morning before the world wakes, holding your decision like a fragile stone in your hands. You whisper it into prayer, and you don't rush. You wait. You listen, and in that waiting, your spirit begins to recognize what your mind couldn't. That's when the fog begins to lift. That's when the next step reveals itself. That's when you know, really know, what to do. You don't need every answer right now. You don't need the full map. You just need the peace for the next step. That peace is your compass. That peace is your confirmation. That peace is your weapon against the lies of fear. Because make no mistake, fear will come. Doubt will come. Pressure will come. But when they rise, so will you. And your answer will not be panic. It will not be surrender. It will not be silence. Your answer will be prayer. You are not lost. You are not late. You are not unworthy. You are chosen, prepared, and equipped for this very moment. You can decide with peace. You can move with clarity. You can choose with courage. Say it one more time. I can. I will. I must. Now imagine yourself standing again at those two doors. But this time, you're not trembling. You're steady. Your spirit is alive. Your heart is calm. Your mind is clear. You reach for the handle, not because of pressure, not because of fear, but because you prayed. And you know. And when you step through that door, the world itself will shift around you. Because this is not just about making a choice. This is about becoming who you were meant to be. Then stand with me at the edge of this moment, because this is where everything comes together. This is where hesitation dies and destiny is born. Close your eyes and see it. The battlefield behind you, littered with fear, regret, and choices you once made without clarity. They no longer define you. Ahead of you stretches a horizon, vast and radiant, glowing with the promise of what could be. And in the middle, you, no longer confused, no longer small, no longer afraid. You are awake. You are steady. You are powerful. This is not about one decision. This is about all of them. Every time you pause, every time you breathe, every time you pray before you move, you are rewriting your story. You are proving to yourself that you are not driven by panic, not chained by doubt, not seduced by glittering lies. You are led by peace. You are guided by truth. You are anchored in something greater than fear. And in that anchoring comes freedom. Freedom to walk away from what drains you. Freedom to step boldly into what grows you. Freedom to say yes when destiny calls, and freedom to say no when distractions beg for your attention. Feel it now. The fire in your chest, the clarity in your mind, the strength in your voice. Say it with me. I will not move without prayer. I will not choose without peace. I will not live without alignment. Again, louder. I can. I will. I must, because this is not just about today. It's about tomorrow and every tomorrow after that. It's about your legacy. It's about the ripple your choices will create in the lives of others. It's about proving to yourself, once and for all, that you are not a prisoner of fear. You are a pioneer of destiny. So step up, lift your head, breathe in courage, and when the next decision comes, don't bow to the chaos. Don't rush into regret. Don't hesitate in doubt. Pray. Wait. Move. This is your awakening. This is your battle cry. This is your transformation. And when you walk forward from here, you will never walk the same again. Because you prayed before you decided. And because you did. Everything changes. And now, let this truth echo inside you like a drumbeat you can't ignore. Every decision you face from this day forward carries a different weight, because you are different now. You've tasted clarity. You've touched peace. You've felt the power that comes when you refuse to be rushed, when you refuse to bow to fear, when you choose to pray first. From this moment, hesitation no longer owns you. Pressure no longer drives you. Lies no longer chain you. You are not the same person who started listening. You are stronger, steadier, sharper. You are awake to your own authority, so the next time a decision stares you down and your heart starts to race, you will remember this moment. You will remember that peace is your compass, that wisdom is available, that you are not walking blind because heaven walks with you. Picture it. Your hands no longer trembling, your chest no longer tight. Instead, you breathe deep. You close your eyes. You pray. And when you open them again, the fog has lifted, the noise has faded, and the step in front of you is clear. You know what to do. And even if the whole world doubts you, even if the path is unfamiliar, you move forward with a strength no one can steal. This is your new rhythm. This is your new way of living. Not reacting, but aligning. Not doubting, but deciding. Not guessing, but walking in guidance. You can. You will. You must. Say it again until your spirit believes it. You can. You will. You must. And so I leave you with this charge. Don't let this just be words you heard once and forgot. Let it be the fire in your bones, the standard of your soul, the mantra of your life. Pray before you decide. Pray before you move. Pray before you say yes. Pray before you say no. Because when you do, your life will not just change. It will elevate. It will align. It will overflow. And years from now, when you look back at the path you walked, you will see a story marked by peace, by clarity, by courage. A story where every choice became a stepping stone, every decision a declaration, every moment a masterpiece. That is your story now. That is your future now. That is who you are now. You are ready. You are chosen. You are unstoppable. Pray before you decide, because destiny is waiting. Then lean in. Let the noise of the world fade away for just a moment. Let your shoulders loosen. Let your chest soften. Let your breath slow. You are here, present, awake. You don't need to fight the storm anymore. You don't need to figure out every detail. You don't need to prove yourself. All you need to do right now is be still. Still enough to feel your own heartbeat. Still enough to hear the whisper that's been waiting for you beneath the noise. And the whisper says, you are guided. You are covered. You are safe. Every decision, every path, every turn ahead of you is already known. You don't walk alone. You never have, and you never will. So rest in that truth. Rest in the knowing that prayer is not a ritual, but a lifeline. Not a last resort, but your first move. Rest in the knowing that peace is not a luxury. It is your birthright. Picture it now. Your decision resting in the hands of God, light surrounding it, fear losing its grip, clarity rising like the dawn. Feel how different that is from the panic, the pressure, the chaos. Feel how light it becomes when you let go of control and trust the one who sees beyond what you see. And as you breathe in, let peace flood your lungs. As you breathe out, let doubt fall away. Inhale clarity, exhale confusion. Inhale courage, exhale fear. Inhale surrender. Exhale control. You are ready now, ready to move not in haste, but in harmony, ready to walk not in panic, but in peace, ready to choose not in fear, but in faith. Let this truth settle deep into you. I am not rushed. I am not lost. I am not alone. I am guided. I am aligned. I am enough. When you rise from this moment, rise with quiet fire in your soul. Rise with unshakable calm. Rise knowing that whatever decision stands before you, you will not face it as you once did. You will face it with peace, with clarity, with prayer leading the way. And that is how you step into destiny. Softly, surely, powerfully. Now breathe one last time, and when you open your eyes, walk forward knowing you prayed before you decided. And because you did, everything changes. Life has a way of placing you at crossroads. Picture yourself standing in front of two great doors. One carved with gold, shining with promises of comfort. The other plain, almost invisible, yet humming with unseen destiny. Your heart pounds, your breath catches, and you know, whatever door you choose, it will change everything. This is where so many of us hesitate. We analyze, we overthink, we drown in the noise of, what if? We ask everyone else for advice, but forget the one who whispers in silence. We scroll, we distract, we numb ourselves, hoping clarity will magically appear. But clarity does not come from chaos. It comes from stillness, from prayer, from listening. How many times have you faced decisions that left you restless at night? Should I stay in this relationship or walk away? Should I take this job or wait for another? Should I speak my truth or stay silent to keep the peace? These are not small questions. They carry weight. And sometimes that weight can feel unbearable. But listen. This is exactly why you must pray before you move. Because not every open door is meant for you.